What if everything you've been told about success was wrong? What if hard work alone isn't the key? But multiplying time, money, and freedom is the real science of hustle. Every empire in history, every revolutionary thinker, and every modern-day entrepreneur who broke free from the rat race followed the same hidden principles. Welcome to Next Gen Hustle. To our new subscribers, thank you for joining a community built on truth, not illusions. To our returning subscribers, you are the foundation of this movement. And to every viewer, stay with us until the end. You'll hear truths about hustle that no one has explained this way before. By the time this video ends, you will see why most people stay trapped, while a few learn to multiply, not just add time, money, and freedom. Hustle has been misunderstood. Some glorify endless grinding, others reject it as toxic. But the truth is, hustle is neither burnout nor laziness. Hustle is science, the mastery of leverage. This video reveals how civilizations, businesses, and individuals have multiplied their outcomes by understanding leverage. We'll explore history from ancient trade routes to the Industrial Revolution. We'll look at modern-day innovators, entrepreneurs, investors, and builders. And we'll break it down into practical lessons you can apply. At Next Gen Hustle, we share only facts that can change your future. No jargon, no deception. Just truths that work in real life. So let's begin. 1. The myth of time equals money. For centuries, people have been paid by the hour. It created the illusion that time equals money. But history tells another story. In the 1800s, factory owners became wealthy, because they worked more hours, but because they owned systems that multiplied hours. Henry Ford didn't get rich working double shifts. He built an assembly line. If you trade time for money, you can survive. But if you build systems that outlive your hours, you create freedom. Don't add hours, multiply leverage. Thank you to our new subscribers. Your support is why we uncover these truths. Returning subscribers, your loyalty drives this movement forward. Stay with us. The next section will reveal how money itself is a multiplying machine. 2. Money as a multiplier, not a goal. Money is not the end. It is a tool. In history, the Medici family used banking not just to store wealth, but to fund art, wars, and influence across Europe. Today, investors like Warren Buffett don't see money as cash, they see it as seeds. Seeds that grow when planted in the right soil. Treat money as capital. Don't save only, deploy wisely. Inflation proves this. Money sitting still loses value. Money in motion multiplies. Money is energy. Let it work harder than you do. Thank you to all who keep watching. If you're subscribed, you are ahead of most because knowledge compounds faster than money. 3. The leverage of knowledge. Knowledge is the oldest and most powerful multiplier. In ancient China, scholars were more valuable than soldiers because knowledge directed power. In the 21st century, knowledge isn't just information, it's execution power. Think of Elon Musk. He leveraged engineering knowledge to build companies in industries where he had no formal degree. Think of the Wright brothers, bicycle repairmen who applied mechanical knowledge to invent flight. Information without application is noise. But knowledge, when directed, multiplies outcomes far beyond effort. Learn deeply. Apply immediately. Teach others. Thank you to our loyal subscribers. Your hunger for truth proves that knowledge multiplies. 4. Networks and people as multipliers. No empire was built alone. The Roman Empire expanded through alliances and roads that connected people. Silicon Valley exploded not because of one genius, but because of networks of innovators, investors, and builders. Relationships accelerate time. One strong connection can compress years into days. That is why people who hustle strategically invest in networks, not just in skills. Alone you can add, together you can multiply. To our new subscribers, welcome. Returning ones, your consistency shows you understand the power of community. Keep watching, because the next section reveals the hidden science of multiplying time itself. 5. The multiplication of time. Time cannot be created, but it can be multiplied. History shows us how. The printing press in the 1400s allowed one man's work to reach thousands instantly. Today, digital tools do the same. A YouTube video, a software program, a book all allow one effort to echo endlessly. If you rely only on your presence, your impact ends when you stop. But if you record, automate, or delegate, your work continues multiplying. Modern examples: Jeff Bezos multiplied time by creating a platform Amazon, where millions work while he sleeps. Online courses allow experts to teach thousands at once while spending the same amount of time creating content. Multiply time by creating assets that work when you don't. Thank you for staying with us. If you're subscribed, you already know we respect your time by giving only truths. 6. Freedom, the true currency of hustle. Why hustle? The answer isn't money. It's freedom. History proves this. The American Revolution wasn't just about wealth, it was about freedom from control. Every modern movement, civil rights, independence struggles, digital revolutions was driven by the desire for freedom. Money and time are meaningless if you lack freedom. True hustle is about creating options. Options to choose where you live, how you spend your time, and who you become. Hustle until your freedom is no longer negotiable. Thank you. Subscribe as your loyalty proves you are not chasing illusions. You're pursuing real freedom. 7. The compounding effect. Why few achieve it? The richest truths lie in compounding. Compounding wealth, compounding knowledge, compounding networks all follow the same law. Small, consistent actions multiplied over time create unstoppable momentum. Albert Einstein called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. But it applies beyond money. Relationships, habits, and ideas compound too. The tragedy is, most quit before compounding takes hold. Hustle is not about explosive speed, but sustained consistency. Those who endure multiply. Compounding rewards the patient. Hustle smart. Stay consistent. To every viewer, thank you for staying until this point. Keep watching until the end, because the conclusion will give you the final blueprint of hustle science. We've uncovered 7 truths. Time does not equal money. Money is a tool, not a goal. Knowledge multiplies power. Networks accelerate outcomes. Time can be multiplied through assets. Freedom is the real currency. Compounding is the final law of hustle. Hustle is not blind effort. Hustle is the science of leverage. Those who understand this will not just survive, they will multiply time, money, and freedom beyond imagination. Thank you, new and returning subscribers. You are the reason this channel exists. You stayed until the end, and that proves you are not average. If this video gave you truth, not illusions, then subscribe to Next Gen Hustle. Share it with someone who needs to break free from the trap of trading time for survival. Because here, we don't chase empty hype. At Next Gen Hustle, we chase truth, results, and the future. Stay with us because the next generation belongs to the hustlers who know the truth.